Welcome to the Big Fish Podcast. Only podcast take you from the black top to the tip top. Hey man, we talking about big business today, man. We talking about big business, man. I'm sitting down with Houston's finest. The finest. I am your host, JM. But I'm sitting down with one of the finest businessmen from the city of Houston, man. I almost said Texas, man. We almost there. We almost there. Hey man, we hitting the horns today, man. We talking to the owner. The owner, he the owner of a CBD company.
Definitely certified hemp hut.
Hey man, we
in the building.
Hey man, he the owner of the restaurant, the certified bar and grill restaurant.
Yeah, we got some collaborating, building up the certified brand. So I opened up with this a bar and grill, certified bar and grill.
Hey man, well, without further ado, man, I'm bringing you, man, Mr. Gary Smith, Mr. G Smith in the building, man. Man, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing pretty good.
Hey, man, we sitting in a very fine establishment right now, man.
Man, I appreciate it.
You got me feeling like I'm in a forest.
Yeah.
You got me feeling like I'm in the forest right now.
You know, we're a dispensary, so you want to have that earthy vibe, you know.
Yeah, the earthly vibe.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's something about branding. Hey, man, the sauce is dripping already, man. That's branding and marketing right there. Yeah, when they walk in, they just see the forest in here.
Yeah, I want you to feel I want you to be calm, relax. I want you to start getting the elements that cannabis bring when you walk into the establishment. You already start feeling calm. Yeah.
Hey, man, you living a very blessed life right now, man. It's a lot of people that's out here. They want to be businessmen, man. They want to be entrepreneurs.
Yeah, definitely. I've been seeing a lot of content on the social media platforms. People just, putting out a lot of general information,
Yeah, general information.
Yeah. Start your LLC.
It ain't specialized information. There's the difference between general information and specialized information around here.
Yeah,
man.
the 1, 2, 3 steps, and boom, you in big business. It don't really go like that, but I don't knock individuals pushing for that movement because it's a start. But at the same time, there's still a lot more details into getting your business started. Just filing.
The fine print.
Yeah, the fine print.
The fine print.
Filing for it, that's the easy part, like elementary work, but then the work becomes, behind it. And a lot of individuals too, it's like they say that I run into people like, hey man, how you get into business? What I need to do first? First of all, the very first thing a person need to do, which a lot of people don't even have this step done, is to know what business you really want to get into.
They got to get their mind right.
It's like, hey, people come to me, man, I want to get into business. Like, what business? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to know that first. And then doing your research, learning about it. You don't have to know anything about it. I just opened up a bar and grill. I never had a restaurant before, but I know I got the mind capacity to learn, pick up quick. Everybody not built for that. It's been a big.
No, man, you're going too fast, man.
Okay.
You're dripping too much sauce right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna slow it down.
You're dripping too much sauce.
Yeah. I plan to be around a long time. Because I got a whole bunch in my head to say, about a lot of different topics. So,
hey, speaking about being around a long time, man, what does legacy look like to you?
It's important to me. I look at myself right now. I'm just starting my motion, kind of like Jesus. He didn't really start his prophecy, they say, until like he was 40 or whatever. Yeah. So everybody got their own time.
He died at 33. You got to stop that. He died at 33.
Okay, well, 33.
Yeah.
I ain't a big, I ain't no prophet. I'm not a, theologist or anything of that nature.
No, but I know, the late start.
Let me correct that. Well, he started late because don't nobody know all the numbers and stuff. I don't really get into the details because don't nobody really know, So,
right, yeah. That's true.
But, yeah, I had a late start. But one thing I try to tell a lot of individuals, like, we want things to happen when we want them. Like, you gotta stay down. You don't know when your day gonna come. It might be tomorrow, it might be 10 years from now.
Consistency.
But you still gotta consistently prepare.
Yeah.
Well,
let me ask you this, man. What started you on your journey? What inside of you said, man, there's more out here for me?
I think I felt that for a long time. Ever since I was a child, when I was involved in group activities, I just always felt like I wanted to be the one that coordinated. I just felt like a coach. Yeah. I've always been, I'm a competitive person. I've been a star athlete. But
you played the running back?
Yeah, I played running
Yeah,
back,
you look like a
receiver,
runner.
played a few things. And and I did well in a few different sports. A lot of people don't know my background. My first sport that I really excelled in was soccer.
What?
Yeah, I was on the Olympic development team and everything. Everybody got a story to tell. I got a little one too.
So that means you
but
got good feet work still?
yeah.
Now, how old are you, man?
Yeah, I'm 47 now.
And you still got foot?
No, I ain't gonna say all that.
Man, the man
I
don't
didn't
look
say that.
47, man.
No, I did. Yeah, I may not, but hey, yeah, my body. Yeah.
Hey, man, so look.
It's 47.
Speaking about, I feel like entrepreneurship is like one of the hardest things in life to do. I don't want to say it's hard. I say it's complicated.
Depending on what you get into.
Because every time I call you in Home Depot.
Or something, I'm always moving. And I'm the type, everybody different, but me, I think now, like.
You hands on with it.
But I feel like it's my time. So I feel like I got a window to like go ahead and build what I'm gonna build, then let it grow. It's like how big you want your garden to be.
Right.
I ain't trying to do like one tomato at a time. I'm trying to get everything planted and start the growth of it, and then on down the line I'm gonna get some breathing.
Yeah.
So that's why you see me busy all the time. Like I'm trying to make all the moves I can make while it's available.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So like, okay, how did you become who you are, and how far is that from being who you're going to be, or who you feel like how much of your potential do you feel like you have used, or have how much of your potential do you think that you have access to right now?
Maybe, honestly, I feel maybe half of it. I feel like what I'm doing now, I was always destined to do. It was just the opportunity and timing. I didn't had obstacles, a lot of obstacles that I placed upon myself, as far as being incarcerated in an early age. And that, I don't blame nobody else. It was my own decisions, even if I wasn't mature enough to make the right one. But I made those decisions, and that kind of held me back. But like everything happened for a reason, and you just ask like, what makes me who I am today? Like all of the obstacles and challenges that I went through, in the way that I faced them, and still came out. I never, when I got knocked down, my mom told me to get back up.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I got back up, and I'm always looking to do the right thing. My intentions are always good. I believe my heart is right. And I think long as your heart is right, eventually, like the universe, is going to open up doors. But you don't know when. So life is like practice. Like every day, you got to be constantly trying to improve yourself. How can I be better? Because when your time comes, when they say get in the game, it ain't no more. Hey, it's showtime.
You got to be ready.
Yeah, definitely. You
gotta be ready.
And a lot of things, and I'm a confident person, and I look at like me and myself as well as my people, that we are capable of more than what society puts out. Puts us in the.
We're gonna hit the horns for that one.
Yeah, they put us in a box, and it's like, you know what? I've never ran a business before. I have some college. But I didn't, I'm not a business major or anything of that.
Right.
A lot of the things that we go to school for and people be teaching, like we learned it in our neighborhoods. We learned it. You don't even know the kind of knowledge that you got until you apply it. So a lot of stuff I started putting together. I jumped out there, and I being in Houston, we work in an oil and gas.
That is a fact.
It's an oil and gas city. It's an oil and gas state. So being in that industry that I work, it's up and down. You're going to have 3-4 good years, and then you're going to have 2 or 3 layoffs. And it's back and forth. Oil and gas is always up and down. And me being in that position where my livelihood was in somebody else's hands, I don't know when I'm going to get a layoff. I don't know when it's going to be good. I'm like, hey, I'd rather be in a position to where, hey, I'm in control of my own destiny. And around the time they did a bunch of layoffs during COVID, and it was my time, and I jumped out there. I didn't save my money, put my pennies together, and I took an opportunity. I worked 3 times as much than I've ever worked in my life, but I feel like it's for me, and I feel like I got a hold on my own life. It's just a whole different feeling. Yes, it's a lot. It's 3, and listen to what I'm telling you for those individuals That's, hey man, I want to start my, you know, you want to jump out there and start your own business. Be ready to work. If you put in the work on down the road, yeah,
We gonna hit the horse for that one.
Yeah. All the cap you gonna see in the cars and all of the vacation, is way down the road.
That's a fact.
Be ready to work in the first few years.
Yep.
And a lot of people like this that have come to me about business advice, things of that nature. When I start telling them what it really take, they understand that they ain't really built for it.
They not ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
So like how important hold on, before we get to that, right? Cause you done said some things that make me think that, you know, you shouldn't be where you at right now. You shouldn't be where you at right now. You said that you went to jail.
Yeah, I got incarcerated at the age of 17, and I did 10 years flat.
So you went to jail at 17 and got out at 27.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and a lot of people like with that type of you could say pause on life,
Yep.
gap, like people,
Adversity.
yeah, people don't bounce back from that.
Yeah.
And I was able to come home, and I was able to pass up in a few years the individuals that never took a fall, never took a loss, and I
Went
was
to college.
I was like, what were y'all doing when I was gone?
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't know. You know, I don't understand it. But then it's like it's just self-drive. Like if you and a lot of things too, like we do. And I try not to pull the race card and just, you know, make it a black and white issues when I speak my thoughts. But me being a minority, there are a lot of obstacles that we face, systematic obstacles. I'm aware of all that. I'm not in denial of none of that. But at the same time, I still agree with Kanye. You gotta, what you gonna do? We gonna sit here and beg and wait for something, a handout, or you gonna go out and make something out of nothing?
And get it.
And where I'm from the hood, like like a lot of individuals in America. And what we did when we didn't have, we made do, and then when we didn't have it, we found a way to go get it.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe.
What
in.
hood you from?
I'm actually from the south side of Houston. I grew up in South Park area, Houston.
Yeah, that's the hood.
Yeah.
Acres Homes.
Yeah, well, that's the north side.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we in the hood. So
yeah, right off of Lover's Lane.
Individual, like I don't be getting into like I done been a few places in America. Pretty much is what I'm saying. Poor is poor. That's what
poor is poor. That's
hood is hood.
Hoods is everywhere.
Yeah, whenever you lacking in something, you gonna get poverty. Poverty bring all of the other elements. So to me, to an extent, it's all the same.
And look, I heard you say that you worked a job, man. You had a job?
Yeah, when I came home from the penitentiary.
Wait a minute, man. No, man.
Man, I came home from the penitentiary.
You don't have no job and then own a business.
Let me explain
then
that.
Own two businesses.
Yeah, definitely.
No, you don't do that.
Yeah.
That's unheard of, right?
No.
Ain't that what they say? Ain't that what they say, man?
Well, what I will agree with you that a lot of people that that own businesses have never actually had a true 9-to-5 or know what it's like to work. So they don't have that
sweat equity.
They don't have the perspective to properly handle their employees because they can't relate.
Right.
I'm able to relate.
Yeah.
So, I done pulled all the excuses, all the games. So when my employees, when I deal with that, like we're really upfront. I'm transparent.
Yeah. I know. I've been there.
I communicate with them. So with that, my understanding, me working and understanding, and while I worked, another thing that separated me from a lot of my coworkers, I just wasn't doing my job. I did
going above and beyond.
I did that on purpose because what me going above and beyond for somebody else, it bought me time. Mm-hmm. So when I worked harder and I finished my task early, it gave me time to go question the supervisor on how this whole thing worked.
Oh, you was trying to get game at you was trying to hold on. You was trying to get game at the job.
Every job I work, I want to
You was trying to get the game. You was trying to see
I want to know how it works.
You want to know how the structure is.
Definitely.
You want to know how this connects to that.
Yes.
And how that connects to this.
A lot of jobs I took that I had never worked before, and there was low paying jobs. But I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna be here too long. I'm gonna take it because that's what's on the table. And while I'm here, I'm finna learn me a whole new dynamic on how they get money doing this.
Yeah.
Who knows? One day a person may give me an opportunity, or I may jump in and own this business.
Yeah.
So I've been preparing myself for years. I pay attention. I ask questions. If I'm a janitor, I'm gonna hurry up and clean the bathroom. Then I'm finna go ask, my supervisor, like, hey, what's some of the tasks you do? So that's why I went above and beyond, because every job that I work, I used to create those time spaces where I had free time.
Exactly.
And that free time, they didn't mind giving me information.
Ain't mind giving you the game. Yeah, man, the keys to the door can be open if you ask for the keys a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's how you go about it. Because sometimes it backfired on me, because I
feel like you was trying to know too much.
I come in as a low-level worker, and then I call it playing stuff. Well, you don't let a person or
spook that sat by the door.
Y'all don't let everybody know like what my mind capacity truly is.
Yeah, exactly.
But sometimes, you be around individuals, they be arrogant, and I work for some arrogant people, and I'm like, you really don't know, and I start speaking and exposing my hand, and they close the doors on me. It's like, oh, this man is a threat. So sometimes, depending on how you approach it, ain't what you do, is how you do it. You can do it in an humble way, they'll give it to you. But if you get cocky and they see you just as smart as them, they're gonna cut the door, because nobody wants competition.
They feel threatened.
Yes, sir.
They feel threatened by competition.
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you this, man. Give me 2 epiphany moments in your life where you had that epiphany, where you was like, man, all of that, this was leading up to that. It was like mind blowing, and it put things together for you. It gave you another piece to the puzzle.
Yeah, I could say I've had those moments here and there. Sometimes I'll be sitting in here alone after the shop is closed, and I just look around, and I'm like, man, do you really see what you done?
Right.
Because me, I walk around, I feel like I'm the same person as I was 10 years ago. I'm just regular OG, I'm just a regular person. But my team around me, they like, nah, bro, you done some things. And I'm like, yeah, but y'all could do it too. I just feel,
right.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm bigger than no other man. I believe if I do, it's only because of effort. I don't judge accomplishments or how good you are. I look at the Pat Beverly, like if you trying, if you trying, that's where I got a lot of respect for.
Yeah.
So I feel like a person,
dirty work.
Yeah, and if you willing to get down dirty, hey, you just as a dog as me. That's why I look at all my people around me. We all on the same level. I speak to them, we speak, and I listen to everybody. You never know. Some of the most brilliant ideas will come from somebody you least expect.
Exactly.
I never sleep on nobody.
Exactly. So you always got ears open.
Definitely. And that's trying to keep up with what's going on. The world changing right now with technology.
Yeah.
We got the AI fad, like it's finna go crazy, and it's only gonna get more and more advanced. And those individuals that speak about or feel they plan on being relevant in the upcoming years, you better keep up with what's going on.
Keep up with that technology.
Yeah, so I'm always listening to everything around me, so I know what's going on.
Man, I just did a video.
And before you go on, me and my guys, we like to go by a thing, which I go by little sayings and metaphors, and one thing is like look, listen, and learn. So we go by triple L's all the time. So I live by those 3 L's. I'm looking, I'm listening, I'm learning. Those are some of the foundational tools that I've been given to stand on.
Yeah, so it sounds like you have people to hold you accountable too.
No, definitely do.
Yeah. Hey man, that's important, to have people that holds you accountable, man.
The right people. The right people, because you got all kind of people that'll be coming in your space, and you got to protect your space. I can't remember who the gentleman or group of individuals, I heard the saying a few years back. I seen it on one of the social media platforms, one of the stars or something, but they made the statement like, it's okay to protect your space. You don't let anybody around you, because you have to protect yourself. Yeah, because people will come and infiltrate and tell everything you got down. And then some people will be close to you, and all the time they envy you. That I think it was. I think it was Ross that said that. It was either Ross or Birdman, one of them. But that's the truth. When you got like a snake, the snakes be the closest one to you. So you got to really be careful who you got in your space and who you listening to. Information, what goes in your ear is very important. That's why I don't listen to like a lot of people. Like I don't want it coming in my brain. I don't want you infecting my thoughts and wasting my time.
Yeah.
So like when people come to me, you may feel that I'm short, but I'm not. I'm like, hey, if I do give you my time, because I can't get my time back.
Gotta make it count.
Yeah, man, you gotta make it count.
Gotta make it count.
Please, for me, my time count. I don't know.
I need that.
I don't know what everybody else time
that.
mean to them, but mine mean a lot because I already know it's limited.
Hey,
and
so
I can't buy it.
You said something about adapting to change and how important that is. You know, I just did a video on Kodak and how Kodak was the shit. Like, you remember Kodak?
Yeah.
Taking the pictures and pulling out the film and you know.
Yeah.
You know, in 1990, bro, they market capitalization was at 31 billion. And not even 13 years later, they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, so
because they didn't adapt to change.
Adapting to change. Yeah,
they didn't adapt. They didn't adapt to the digital.
Yeah. I keep and around me, my team, everybody younger than me.
Yeah,
like I said, there's a lot of individuals that's walking around that say wise stuff and they get misconstrued, and sometimes people live in a plane that's a little higher than everybody else. I'm getting at something. But we got people like Ye, he be speaking, if you really listen to what he's saying, not hearing what you want to hear, but listen to what he really saying and catching the true message.
Hearing and listening is two different things.
Yeah, you'll understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they two different things, man. So how important is pulling people up, man?
It come from with the inside. I've always betted on the underdog.
Yeah.
I like that. You know why?
The
underdog gonna be the one, 9 times out of 10, the underdog gonna be the one that fight hardest. And any given day, a person with a big heart is guaranteed can win. If you got your heart in it, that's gonna be the hardest fight.
Talk that talk.
Yeah, not the super talented, the one that's the dog from the heart. That's them the ones I worry about. And I always bet on the underdog. And I believe encouraging people. As you move up in life, you get to seeing how abundant opportunities are materially. It's like it's so much out there. What are we so envious of one another about when there's so much to go around? So I
think that's the scarcity mindset. I don't
have a problem encouraging brothers, sisters,
speaking life,
whatever color. I'm trying to do good, man. Yeah, you can be all you can be. Not like the army. You go out here and you control your destiny. Like, ask yourself when you put your feet on the floor in the morning, like, what did I do? What am I gonna do today? To just benefit myself, and everything count. It don't matter how big it is. Make sure you do something every single day to propel whatever your destiny.
Lay a brick down every day.
Man, 1 brick a day.
One brick a day.
Some people able to lay 10, 20.
Drug dealers heard that shit different just now.
Yeah.
Hey, 1 brick a day means laying a step of foundation to your success, not a brick.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a brick. Okay. So look, man, let me ask you this, bro. Because we live in 2023 now. It's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of mental health issues. How important is mental health to you?
I think it's real important because I got to see it from a different perspective. Me being incarcerated.
Talk that talk.
In Texas, we don't have mental health programs in the institutions. So I'm sitting up looking at these guys and looking at what their crimes or what their charges were. And I'm like, what's on this paper isn't this guy's problem. It's not his fault. This dude got mental issues and they just didn't start yesterday. This shit been going on since this dude was a little boy. And then you go to looking at his family. Mama, she ain't nobody. I know in the black community, me coming up, me being older, when we used to talk about like psychiatry, seeking mental health, we used to say, "Oh, that's white folks stuff. You crazy." You go, "Oh, he going to see a psychiatrist." That was the biggest cap like ever. The generation of today, a lot more of the younger generation understand it's okay to go talk to somebody about the problems. And you have to, especially me and being in business. This is the first time consciously I felt my mind slipping. I just felt like it was just leaving. It was just so much and trying to wear every hat and manage this and manage that. And you have to be everything to everybody. And so I really felt, and I was watching, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm losing my mind. And I needed to speak to somebody.
And you went and got help.
Mental health is number one of the number one topics that I think needs to be addressed in America. Like I was saying, being in the institution and you seeing these brothers in here with these charges, and it's like everything ain't clicking up there.
So peep this though, right?
Yeah.
Because you said something very key.
Okay.
And I've been kind of studying this myself. Adverse childhood experiences.
Yeah.
And they call it ACEs. But I'm going to run down a list for you, right? 10 adverse childhood experiences. Physical abuse. We all got our ass whooped. To a certain degree. Whether by your parents.
Yeah.
Whether by your parents.
Neighbor.
Or if you had a bully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever you got. Sexual abuse, that's huge. Especially when we talking about women.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And men. Like a lot of people don't understand. Men is in that too.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? Emotional abuse.
Yeah.
You know, people belittling you. You feeling rejected. You feeling ridiculed. People blaming you.
Yeah.
You know, you understand what I'm saying? Isolating you. No, get out of here. Go over there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not being paid attention to as a child. Yeah, they have to be nurtured. You know, definitely.
Exactly. Physical neglect.
Yeah,
that's another one. Emotional neglect. Oh, you know how we come up? Why you crying? Stop that crying. Man,
see
up.
all of that. See some of it.
You 6 years old and it's a grown up telling you to man up.
See, there's a lot of things. I will admit there are a lot of things that from old tradition that are positive. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are old traditional that are bullshit. Yeah. Like me, the spankings. I can't even, like my mama beat that ass like I can't even explain. Right. But that when my child does the things that I like, I'm communicating to him. I want to talk to him first because some of the things I got asked him for, I just wanted to know why I couldn't do it because it didn't make sense to me. Yeah. Like you talk to your child, explain it to them when you give them direction so they can understand. Direction and instruction. Yeah, they have I think a child should have the right to at least understand the command. They should do what their parents say, but with understanding. Yeah, it was like, hey, don't ask me no questions because that's what I said. Exactly. So that's ignorance. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. And another one is mental illness. You know what I'm saying? An incarcerated relative. You know, mother treated violently. So abuse in the home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Substance abuse. You coming home. You know what I'm saying? And the substance abuse coming parents, on. Divorce, old man on divorces, dad, all that. You know what I'm saying? But you know something too? It's a lot of people that's functional, that's depressed. They call it functional depression. It catch up with you though. Yeah. And once you become an adult, you'll have certain mannerisms that you don't adapt to the group. Yeah. Because you missing something now. Yeah, definitely. You can it stand out. Whenever you got an issue, you don't get it addressed and you hold it in, it's going to display itself one way or another. Yeah, pressure busts a pipe. Yeah. Then you know, like that is very key to us as a community, as a black community. No, definitely. You know what I mean? Like that's very key. And you can't be talking about legacy. As far as a man, you can't be talking about legacy, and you are adding to the childhood experience
the adverse childhood experiences. You can't be talking legacy if you don't want to try to go to therapy and try to deal with the things that you have had to you done mentally, because everything's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? We are not perfect at all by any measure, but